write. Okay, so write operation. For write operation, you are telling write to the display screen or write to the printer or write to the hard disk. Those are all write operations. Saving to the file, right? Those are all write operations. You are telling computer to write, do some calculation, get a value, do some calculations, and write the result. That is when we use it. So basically, we'll use for write. Can somebody answer this?
Yes, sir. It's a parallel.
First one.
Right. It is a second one, right? This is a second one because
One, not.
This is for operations, doing all the operations. This is for reading and writing, receiving and displaying. Input.
Yeah,
output.
write is input, so it's parallelogram.
Yeah, write is not input. Write is a output. You are telling computer
Output,
to
okay.
write, flush out the answer result. So stop will be
First one over.
Last one.
Yeah, I'll just randomly choose. So if you're doing some operation like a subtract operation,
Rectangle.
yes, rectangle. Divide, add, multiply, these are all rectangle.
Rectangle.
Read is when you are telling a system to read from a file or read from keyboard or read from input device. It could be read from a scanner. Okay. Generally, there will be a lot of functions. Okay, when you start learning languages, there will be different functions, ready-made functions, which can interact with different devices. So you can tell read from the scanner. So how to read, all that you will learn depending on the device. But yeah, read is which diagram, which symbol?
Read must be rectangle.
No, second one.
Yeah, who's saying second one? And who said rectangle? Can you?
Sudha said rectangle.
Okay, so Sudha, it's not rectangle because we are telling read. Read is again an instruction for getting the input to the computer. So anything you accept for your program, right? In your program, you are passing the values.
Will come and read.
Which one, sorry?
Loops, all these comes under condition and the computer reads it.
But it's a input. We just tell read is an input. You're confusing me, but yeah, it is a read only. Okay, read is the input basically in any program.
That is conditions.
Read is a input. Okay, any operation calculations if you do, you use the rectangle. See, it doesn't matter from where you are reading, how computer is reading, but this read, what is the output of this? Meaning, what is the result of this? You are telling read something, and read will give you some value. The value you are trying to receive the value. You will put the value into variable or into a. Generally, it's into a variable, right? You read into a variable and start using for doing some calculation. How computer reads, you don't have to worry. Okay, I understood. You are thinking how the computer will start reading. This itself is a big operation. It has to open a file. Correct. Right? It has to open a file, navigate. I understand. But at this level, right, what you are telling is read some value. I need the value, and using that value, I want to do some operation. So I know this read itself will be very complex, but what we are saying is this will help you in getting values.
Okay.
So understand at that level, okay?
So where does initial rectangle or parallel?
Rectangle only. Initialization is all operation. You're telling computer to initialize memory, create variables, define variables, assign values. So all those things are rectangle. See, whatever the idea is, anything you get it from the user, anything you display to the user, that is all parallelogram. You are
Okay.
receiving, you are displaying, or you are reading from a file to get the values for doing the program, for executing the program. That is all read. See in this, right? Get. From where are you getting? You may be getting from a file, you may be getting from a user, you may be asking somebody to send the value. Maybe
Okay.
if you are using HTTP web-based applications, right? You may be requesting some server, give me this value. So
Okay.
that reading from other server itself is a big task. But we don't worry how it is getting. What we are telling is I need some value. How computer will
Okay.
get, we'll think about that later. But we are getting a value, so use this symbol. Reading also, I want to read from somewhere, whatever it is, file, from an input stream. Read it, that's what we are telling. Its complexity will leave it to the computer.
Okay.
For our program, right, we are telling I need input values. So wherever I receive, wherever I flush out, I display, I print, that is all this symbol only. This is very simple, starting and ending. This is for all input output. See here, output, print, input, display, all these terms is for this parallelogram. There could be a difference. Display could be on the monitor. Print could be to the printer. Output, we may be telling put this output, give it to some sub program. We explained about subroutines also, right? So in a subroutine, it's a reusable code. You identify something which can be written once and used multiple times. That is called subroutine. So there subroutine might give you output, or your entire program might give you output. Where it is giving output, that is we can write inside this. Complexity, we'll think about it later.
Okay.
So I think this will give you some idea. I will send you the answers also later, so for your reference. But yeah, understand this. This will help you in the while writing the logic actually. Why we need this is we are now like trying to write a program. We want to put the steps. It is something like, I'll give you an analogy. Suppose you are planning to travel, say you are going Sunday, you are planning for a outing. You are taking your family. Maybe you are going to some movie. So in your mind, what will you do first? Sunday is the actual day when you execute it. But today is what, Friday? You'll start planning, right? You'll think, okay, I have to go to movie. I have to buy the tickets. I have to book maybe a taxi. Maybe the weather is bad. I have to pack few warm clothes, or maybe it's rainy. I have to take umbrella. So you'll start planning things in your mind. Now you don't go to the very details. How will you know it is? See, first is you will know it's rainy, so I should pick umbrella. It's going to be raining, so I have to take taxi only. I can't walk. Then you'll think it's going to be like a 3-hour movie, so I have to book the tickets. I have to book it in advance. But if you take that booking itself, that itself is a very involved task. You have to decide, I have to buy which kind of ticket, balcony ticket, that ticket, this ticket. It will be full? Will I get the ticket? Do I have to pay extra? Where should I book? Which website gives me? Or shall I go there, stand in the queue? That buying the ticket itself is a big task. But for your planning, you don't have to worry so much in detail. All you're doing is, okay, pick the clothes, take tickets, and do this, do this, do this. So on Sunday, I have to do this many things. Be prepared. And that is what is flowchart is at. Flowchart is at that level. You're planning things and you're putting down the steps. But when you write a detailed program, right, you will take just buying the ticket itself, you'll write it as a detailed program. So at high level, you'll write, then also you'll break it down. Think something like that, okay?
Okay, sir.
So I'll take, this is a second simple example. So these are all just to like practice. You should be practicing this offline. But wanted to see if we spend some time in making sure people are able to like understand whatever we thought, whatever you learned, you have to like recap. Okay, so these were the symbols that we learned. Now, this is a program somebody has written. They have mixed up the sequence of steps, but you see the diagram on the right side. Looking at the diagram, can you correlate what steps will come first? What is this symbol? Then match it in this, which is the step. Then you are doing something here. What could be that? Try to find out.
The first one is that.
Start.
Okay. First to start, I will let somebody new, maybe Aisha can answer.
Okay.
Aisha, you want to answer this?
Yeah.
So what is
What's
the
the
first symbol? Say that again.
I wanted to know what it's called.
It's a oval. You can call it as a, it's basically a circle or a oval, you can call it.
All right.
So on the left side, what is that
start.
symbol?
The first one is start.
And second one? Think
Get
about this.
first
Read all the steps, okay? Understand what it could be doing.
Get first number.
Mhm.
Get second number.
Okay.
Multiply the two numbers.
Right.
Sorry. Then
Mhm.
print the result.
Yeah, good. So you understood what this diagram could be doing, looking at the steps. So which is
Yeah.
important. So I think we'll take the next example. Maybe somebody else can try. Okay. So you focus on this one. Ravi's monthly salary consists of his basic salary, house rent allowance, and conveyance. Okay, three things. His salary comprises of three things. From this salary, Ravi gives his company rupees 300 as loan repayment. How much money is Ravi left with each month? They're asking to depict this in a flow chart. So just try to understand in this, what and all you have to collect. You don't know the numbers, you don't know the values, but what is the problem statement from this requirement? This is how the requirements will be given. Now you have to break it down, understand what is the input I have to take, what calculations I have to do, what is the output I have to display. So who wants to try this? Okay, go ahead, Sudha.
Okay, first start. Next will be initializing variables, salary, house rent, conveyance.
Okay, initialization is okay. That see, initialization we can keep on adding variables. That's fine. Anytime we can add. But yeah, go ahead.
Then input.
What is that we are trying to do here? First explain
Input.
what they're trying to do, and then we can explain the steps.
Okay. The three things we have to add: salary, allowance, and the conveyance.
Yeah, his salary, his basic salary has three parts, right? Allowance, conveyance.
Okay, three parts. That is
There is basic salary, There is a rent
And home
allowance
allowance and conveyance allowance.
and the conveyance, right? And overall salary, from the salary, he is giving away 300 as a loan payment.
Yes, subtract 300.
And how much is left?
Yes,
So
print.
you have to write a program. So what and all will be the input in this? What will be the output of this? That is what let us identify. Then you are telling the calculation, which is correct. But what do you want to accept from the user? And what you want to display end of the program?
Accept. It can be the whole salary or the three parts: basic salary, house rent, and
Exactly, right.
conveyance.
See, whole salary you can't accept because you are displaying the salary part to him, how much he'll take home, right? So you don't, if you ask the direct salary, there's no fun in displaying his salary. He's only telling, this is my overall I take home and this is what I go out. So
Yes.
first is you need to calculate the salary. To calculate salary, you need to understand these three components. So you have to ask him all the three components.
All the three, of course.
Okay, you have to ask him input, basic salary,
Input house rent allowance, input conveyance.
house rent, input conveyance. So you will tell three messages. Please enter your basic salary. You will display first message using the parallelogram.
And then the output, the person will give an input.
Let
And
me see if
then-
I'll just quickly put it on the screen. I had that diagram somewhere. Give me a minute. Okay, I'll take this. So, okay, I will just try to draw this. I know we have less time, but we'll try one or two problems. And a little bit loops also you may want to practice. Okay, you will start. Then you're telling, hey, please, you'll tell, please, it's a display, okay? There are initialization, I agree with you, but okay, let me put the initialization for you. You'll initialize, but what and all to initialize, what and all to declare, we'll figure it out. As you keep going through, you can come back and always update this. Okay, but generally, 4 or 5 things. You need a variable for salary, you need a variable for basic, your whatever DA you call or rent allowance you call, and
Conveyance.
then conveyance you are going to get. And 300 is a constant. Okay, loan amount. Because he's telling it is 300 it's a fixed amount. So you can put it as a constant. Okay, we don't want to hard code. So instead we'll use this loan amount wherever. These are all variables, all of type number. This way you can define it. When comes, you will tell, you want to collect these components, right? You want to 1, 2, 3, you want to collect. Then you'll calculate that salary. From salary, you'll reduce this. Then you know the take home. Got it, right?
Yes.
Can also tell another variable I'm keeping. So you can go very granular here. You can tell, hey, display.
No.
You're telling computer, please enter. What is that first message?
Basic salary.
You're asking the user, you're telling computer, display this message first. So user knows what he has to enter. And then you will tell, okay, accept it. You're telling computer, I have displayed this, it is waiting. After displaying, computer will ask, what should I do next? You're telling accept salary, basic salary or whatever. Whatever name you give here, right? Same name you have to use here also. Same way you go with other three components. Not depicted, but you can just write. You keep on repeating that. After that, you'll tell, okay, now I have all the inputs. That is when you start with your calculation. So you had same steps, Sudha, in your mind, or you had any different? See, programs can be written in different way. I see she dropped off. Maybe she got disconnected. So program, you can write it in different way. Okay, each developer you will be creative. There is no one way of writing program. But we know what and all has to be received. What is the output? How you calculate? How you achieve the goal? You can achieve with different methods. While collecting itself, you can do the calculation. Or you collect everything and then you do the calculation. So you can do in different ways. So, okay, so that is what we wanted to tell. Do the calculation and then again you do the display. In calculation, use the constants, use all that. Yeah, so then you joined back, right? So we were telling, yeah, that's fine. We saw you disconnecting. So you can keep displaying, display, enter this, then accept the basic. Again, you tell display. Yeah.
We can use one parallelogram itself, no, instead of using multiple. Basic salary, convenience, and what is that?
Dearness allowance, rent allowance.
Yeah, 3.
See, how will you add everything in? How will you accept everything in one input?
We're just giving condition, accepting.
So will the computer know what you are entering first, second, third? How
Yeah,
will computer know which part you are entering if you mix everything?
not mixing. We are just we're giving like initially.
Suppose you are telling display enter salary, DA, conveyance. Okay, you are telling let us accept all the three.
Yeah.
And here now the user has to enter it. So how he will enter? What is that first one? And how will he tell, yes, I'm done with this? Suppose he wants to enter, my salary is 1,000 and my salary dearness allowance is, I'll give realistic numbers. Maybe it is 1,50,000, for example. This is my salary. He has to tell, yes, I'm done with this salary. Then he should tell my dearness allowance, my house rent is 25,000. Then he has to tell my conveyance, maybe 2,500 for bus or taxi, whatever office is giving. So you are giving three numbers. How will computer know which is for what? And also how will you tell, you keep typing 15000, how will you tell this is the end of my first input? So break it down, always break it down. Don't mix. I know it looks simple, but if you mix like this, you will not be able to write a program. You do one small task at a time. Don't do mix everything and then system will not understand. You're working with the system. Suppose this is only your program. So that is why you have to join all the classes. Did you watch all the recordings?
Previously, no.
Please watch all the recordings so you'll get the answer to your questions. See, suppose this is your program. You have started a program. and you're telling first is you're telling computer to print something, print a message. You're telling print enter this, also print enter rent, also telling enter means. You're telling system to do all the three things. All the three messages will be printed. Now the user will get confused. Should I enter this, in what order I have to enter? And how do I enter? How do I separate? How do I tell I'm typing 1500, this is my salary is done? How will I inform the computer I am done with the salary or I'm still continuing? After 15,000, I'm telling 25 is my rent. 2,500 is my right. So you have to use the enter key to tell it's the end of my input. Correct? You enter a number and you hit enter usually. Okay, computer will tell print this. It will tell please enter your salary. You will enter the number and you hit the enter key. Then it will print. See, it will go like this. Enter your basic. This is what it will display. Then you will tell, okay, my basic is 1,500. Usually it will give one semicolon here. Okay. It will look something like this. You have to create your messages like this. Cursor will be waiting here when you run the program.
Yeah, that's why you have to give separate, and it will go on like pages flow charts, right?
Yes, that is why it will always you have to instruct computer with small steps. Don't make multiple steps as one instruction. It will not understand. You will also not be able to write that way. So this first part is what you are displaying. And this part you are waiting for the user to enter. Will enter and then hit the enter key. Okay. Then you will know, okay, he has entered this number. Then your second message will be enter your rent. Give a colon, program will keep on waiting here. This is what it will display. And then you'll enter 25,000 is my rent. Then after you finish your entering, you tell enter key. Suppose it is telling enter your name. What will you do? You will tell Ramanna, whatever, Kumara or Gowda, something. It will not know. It is 2 words, 3 words. Are you telling Ramanna, Gowda? Yes, with the initial. It will keep on waiting. You can keep typing. It will not know whether it's one input, multiple inputs. Until you hit enter key, it will not know what you have finished. So till enter key, whatever you type is one input. So when you learn some web-based applications, right, the way of inputting is different. When you enter it through a command-based, Unix-based programs, the way you enter values are slightly different. So break it down always. Don't accept multiple things. Okay, we'll move on. Otherwise, you'll be stuck here. So I think you got the basic idea. After you calculate here, you can do 2-3 calculations. Salary equal to all this basic. Then you also take home equal to salary minus what was the constant we declared?
Minus 300.
Yeah, loan, right? We told loan is the constant above. 300 rupees you are deducting loan amount. 300 or 3,000 something was. Yeah, 300 rupees. Then you will tell print or display you can tell. Your take home is you do like this. Your take home for this month is whatever you give beautiful sentences. Yes, you tell take home. This is what you calculated. Okay, we'll move on. So we'll take some loops probably. So we'll spend more time on that. There are other examples. Okay, I'll give you some more examples. You can try it out and send the results on the group chat. let us take arithmetic operations. I know it's simple. You all know the-
Take something loop examples and explain on that. Maybe it will be easy to understand for us.
Yeah, okay.
But not related to math. Like if you give the example of related to math, it will become like we are as if we are doing maths.
Mhm.
So something like with English language, not that connected to maths. Like
Exactly.
operations.
Yeah, that is fine. We can do that. Suppose your requirement is you have to collect all the student names in a college. Okay.
So we'll do
We'll
this.
do the example. So you'll know how to use a loop, simple loop.
So we'll do this identifying vowels in strings.
Yeah, you can do that. Identifying vowels, that's also a good example. Let us take that. So I want you people to participate, or you want me to explain? Who wants to try this? You understood the requirement, right? The requirement is we have a sentence or a paragraph, and your task is to read through this paragraph, the full sentence, or maybe a name, and identify how many vowels are there. What are vowels? Uzma, you want to answer? Uzma? Okay, who else? Romana, you want to take it up? This is not a math problem. Give it a try. Okay.
What's the question?
The requirement is we have a name or a sentence. We have to collect a name, and in that name we have to identify how many vowels are there and print that.
Okay.
Print the total number of vowels in your name, for example.
In our name.
Yes.
So vowels are there are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U.
Mhm. So tell me the logic. What will you? So you understood. You have to. What do you have to accept first? You have to tell computer to what?
Find the vowels in my name.
First is get the name.
Get the name. Okay.
So you always have some initialization here, okay? And we'll decide what and all variables we have to declare or how many constant we have to use. But whenever you start a program, you know some initialization variables, constants you need to collect. So use a space for collecting that.
So we have to tell the computer that these are the vowels also, right?
Correct, exactly. So 5 you told. So those 5 will become what? Variables, constants, what will it be?
Variables?
No.
No, constant.
Yeah. See, variables is something which will change.
Change, yeah, but this constant is which will be constant. It will not change.
So vowels
Right?
will change. If you go to Japan, will your vowels, English vowels change?
Oh, okay.
So it will never
No.
change. Correct?
Yeah. Oh, like that.
Okay, so you'll tell constants. First you're defining constant. And see, you're telling constant number 1, first constant. First constant is A. Okay. You're telling constant number 2. Think about it, okay?
E.
E, but see why I'm defining 2 separate. Think about that.
Yeah,
Why?
that's you're giving the name. You're telling the that is separate. This is separate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Correct. We are telling there are 5 constants. So five vowels are there, right? So 5 constants I am keeping. See,
Okay.
you have to think about this and you have to write this program actually. Sudha, you want to go or you want to take
Okay.
you want to take a little complex one, or you want me to explain so team understands it? Okay, go ahead. You keep explaining. This is my idea, right? Everybody can do in different ways.
Okay. The vowels are A, I, O. We are initially giving it a constant value, and we'll take. We are entering a string. We are giving an input for the string
Maybe
to
name you can tell enter a
enter.
student name. I'll just keep it short. Okay, I'll keep it name. Enter the name. Enter the name.
Okay.
Enter the sentence. We can take anything, name or sentence.
Okay.
And what are you trying to find finally?
We are finding the
Hmm.
vowels A, I, O.
How many times it has
Print
come?
vowel.
So
Print.
you'll tell total is number. You are going to output total number of vowels. Total vowels in my sentence, in my name. That's what you are going to do.
Yes.
We may
This
add
is
some more. We may need some more variables, but for now, this is good. This is my input. This is my output. I'll take the name. I'll calculate this. How many vowels? I'll tell end of the day, this many vowels are there in your name. So minimum 2 variables I need. Correct?
Yes.
And this is to help me to understand how many vowels are there. Computer doesn't know what is the meaning of vowel means. What is pi, what is vowel. We human beings understand. Computer doesn't know. Computer only you are telling, "Hey, there are 5 characters I want to." You'll tell constant, this is of type constant, these are all of type characters. These are all single characters, right? So we use single quotes when we do constants, single characters. Give me a minute. I'll connect my button. So computer, you're telling I'm going to have some characters. These are all character data types. 5 character types. Their names are constant. Constant 1, constant 2, constant 3. Or you can call it as vowel 1, vowel 2, vowel 3. That's a good naming convention for you guys to understand. First vowel, that's what I'm trying to tell. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
How I calculate, you don't worry about that. We'll dig into it, okay? But try to understand what is the input, what is the output. What is that we are trying to calculate? To calculate that, what do we have to accept from the user? 5 vowels I have defined. You have to use single quotes, okay? Again, whenever you declare a single character, we use a single quote. Sentences also we use. These are all constant. I already know. Name I don't know, right? When I run the program, I'll ask enter the name. You might enter whatever name you want. Okay. So now let us continue. So first step is, what will you tell?
Enter name.
Enter display. Please enter your name. Let us see if Romana wants to continue. Maybe she stopped in between. Romana, you give it a try, and then maybe Sudha can correct because she is little advanced. So you can give it a try. First, what you'll tell?
Okay. This Display, please enter your name. So you have to enter your name.
Yeah, no, it's not. I have to enter. You're telling computer, hey, computer,
Okay.
when you start the program, start the
Yeah.
program.
So in next
These are all these
column,
words.
you have to write your name.
Not
So
write
we'll
your
use
name.
output and input.
Input, output, input. You should use these words.
Okay. Input.
What are we telling? See, we are telling computer. We are telling the computer here. Computer will note down all this. This is like a work instruction. Computer, when it starts, it will tell, okay, my master has told me to keep all these plates ready,
Okay.
keep all these glasses ready, keep all these tumblers ready. Somebody is, okay, after keeping this ready, what I have to do? Computer is thinking, my owner has told, hey, display this sign to on the monitor. So, okay, let me display this message. After that, computer is thinking, after this, what I have to do? Oh, my master has told, hey, wait for the input. My customer, somebody who is running this program, he will enter the name from the keyboard. I have to wait for him to, it is going to wait here. So computer is running this actually. These are all instructions. These are all, will you not give instruction to your children? Hey, you have to do this, this. Tomorrow is holiday. You have to do these 5 tasks. So your kids will note down, right? You will have a timetable, for example. Your kid will run through the timetable. It will tell, okay, first period I have to do this, second period I have to do this, third period I have to do this. So this is same thing. You are telling computer, these are all the instructions. Do from top to bottom. Okay, right? So you are telling display, enter your name. Then you are telling computer, after displaying, what computer has to do? Input or accept, right?
Accept name. Accept your name.
See what we declared above.
Accept your name. Or accept.
Telling computer, accept the, here you have this variable, right? Name. You are telling accept this. So whatever he enters, right? I told you he will enter big sentence until he hits enter key. All that input is collected. It is stored in this variable. That is why this is a variable. Because when you run first time, you might enter Rumana. Second time when you run, you might tell this is Sudha. Third time when you run, you might tell this is Uzma, Fatima, Begum, or some lengthy name. So this is going to keep changing. So that's why these are variables. Okay. So you accepted the name. Next is what? Now you have the name. You know the name in memory. You also know the vowels.
Next,
What you have to do?
after accepting, then we give a if condition. If the character is vowel, then
Condition symbol
Yeah.
has to
So
be
what we can do is, see, we can do it in different ways. We can tell first, find out the length of the
string.
name. Okay. So you can tell there are ready-made functions. You can tell find length, or you can tell calculate length. Calculate length of
String.
name.
we have to the computer will check every character. So we'll give a for loop or if you
Yeah, you can do, see, if you want to, this itself will be a little bit of a small loop to go through it. So if you want to calculate the length, you can do yourself, or if you assume there is going to be some standard function, I'll call a function, it will give me the length. See, what happens is, okay, let us learn from the very fundamentals. If you use Java kind of programming language, there are already some reusable functions. I told you subroutines, right? See, every very common requirement. See, this name is a string basically. String length is a very common requirement. everybody calculates what is my length of the string.
Mm.
So what Java language has done is they have given ready-made functions. They call it as subroutines. Yesterday we spoke about subroutines, something like this. Java supplies lot of libraries, packages. It will give you package to add numbers, multiply numbers, find length of a string also, it gives a function. Okay. It's called string length, str length, different names they have. You just tell string is an object. Okay. You'll learn about object oriented programming. But anyway, I'm just telling string length. There are functions which are given ready-made. So if you want to use it right, you can simply call that function here. Okay. But I know you are learning programming. You are interested to find, you don't want to use the ready-made function. You want to
This
find the
is
length yourself.
giving condition box. This is condition thing, no? Triangle and another one is alternate this one.
What is that alternate? Say that again.
You can use condition this triangle, and another way of this condition thing is alternate box. What you have drawn double line. You're mentioning rectangle and line, no?
Mhm.
This is condition.
This is not conditions.
Mhm.
Condition is a diamond.
Yeah, diamond, no? This is what you're returning then. This is
This is a subroutine.
okay.
So what is your background? I think you did not join initial classes.
Okay.
This is the first class I'm seeing you. Rubia, what is your basic background?
Basic background is computers only. This is I have used in conditions things. So I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a condition, diamond.
Yeah,
This is
diamond and another alternative we
condition.
used this also. That's what I asked.
This is used for subroutines. Subroutines are like functions. Okay, so if you want to use a ready-made function, you can do like this. But I know Sudha wants to calculate herself. Okay, let us dig into that logic so you'll understand the loops. So let us write our own. Instead of doing here, I'll write a subroutine here. What you're doing is you're telling string length and you're passing the name. Using the name, I want to calculate. What you will do is to calculate length, what you will do, you'll tell yeah, you'll start with a get character by character, get by character by character. That's what you're going to do. Okay. So you'll tell character. Let me give some space. See, you have a name. From name, you have to find out what is the length of that name. That is what we are trying to find. So let us do like this. You'll tell get character. So you'll just tell equal to length plus 1. But when will you increment? Length will start with 0 basically.
We'll give a increment variable in the
Get
beginning.
character from name. Okay, you are taking one character at a time. Get a character from the name at position. This is what you are going to do as a logic wise. From position equal to current position. I'll tell what it is. Okay. This is where you have to start thinking about logic. You have a string with a name. Shall I use Excel? Maybe it is easier.
Yes, sir.
I'll use Excel. So it is maybe. So you have first is a name variable. In the name variable, you are having maybe your name is Sudha. What's your last name, Sudha?
Sunil. SUNI.
Sunil. Okay. So this is the value you have collected in the name variable. Now what we will be doing is you will take some variables like current position equal to 0. You'll start with always 0. You'll also tell variable number. Okay, I'm just giving the qualifier. Some languages you don't have to mention this. Whenever you start, it understands. But since we are writing flowchart and algorithm, we will be giving very explicit instructions so everybody can understand. So variable number, next is you want current position, and you will tell length. You are finding the length equal to 0. Two variables I will keep. Sunil is the name, is the another variable. Three variables I am taking. Variable string, this is of type string. It's called name, and the value you have given is your name you have given. So these two variables you initialize with 0. Now what I will do is you will tell you'll use a loop, while loops I explained right in one of the classes. We'll use a while. If I can do same thing with the if condition also, but it will become a little bit complex for you. Instead, I will explain with a while loop. Okay. What you are doing is while is a loop actually. So first part is you have initialized the numbers. So you are telling while get the character, you are telling get me the character. So you will tell while the loop is until you don't hit this end of the string, right? You will tell get character from name. Get the character from name. You will get the character. Let us do like this.
So we can initialize
Current character equal to get character from the name, and you will also tell from which position you want to get. From 0th position, you will tell give me the character from this name. It will give always string start with 0. Okay, remember that. First position is 0, 1, 2, 3. So you are telling give me first character, second character, third character, fourth character. You have to keep telling, keep giving me the characters. Okay. While I put it below. Okay, so it's easy. First character I'm getting from 0th position, and I'll tell while current character is not equal to. We use this symbol. Some languages they use this symbol. Okay, for not equal to. Don't worry about this. You can use symbols or you can just use a sentence. While current character, you got the character here, is not equal to end of line or backslash n. Backslash n is end of line. Yesterday we discussed, right? We are telling keep looping until I reach the end. So this is my condition. This is my first extraction. After extracting, I'm seeing whether the character is backslash n or not. Until I hit that backslash n, I'm going to keep on looping. Okay, so usually we tell begin. Until I hit the end, keep on getting me. So here what I do is I'll keep here length equal to, I'll write here only so you don't get confused. Length equal to length plus 1, I'm incrementing. And I'm telling current character equal to same thing from the current position. I also have to increment. I'll explain what I'm doing, okay? Position equal to plus 1. and I'm doing a end here. Then I'm telling display total length of name is what I'm telling length. What is a variable? Length. Okay. So this is how you find the length. I'll explain what it is. So first step is you're declaring a variable called.
I have just I have a question. Length means you're finding the like how many letters are in the in your name,
Correct.
right?
Correct. How
Okay.
many letters are there in the name? Because this number is very important. Because first you have to find how many, from where to where I have to find out. Once you know the length, then you start navigating here and keep finding out the vowels. So you can do it in two ways. First find the length, then again you write one more loop while length is not current position is less than length. You can keep on moving from one by one to find the vowel. If you want to keep it simple, you can do in two loops. Find the length, again start from the beginning, keep finding the vowels from beginning to end, because you know the length. From 0 till length, you keep on navigating. Okay, that is one way of doing. But if you are a little bit more smart, you can tell, hey, anyway, I'm navigating, I'm looping through the loop. Why should I find the length separately? Why should I calculate the vowel separate? Let me do the vowel calculation here only. While looping itself, I'll find whether it's a vowel or not. You get the idea, right? So first you learn how to navigate and find the length. Then you'll understand how to find vowels also. Okay. So I'll just explain this simple loop, you just understand. And you'll get an idea how we are looping through this, how you are telling computer to identify things. So far, are you with me, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just quickly run through this so you can understand. So you are declaring a name and you're getting the value also. This getting the value and all, we do it here. Where is that program? This was our program, right? This is what regular steps you do. You get the display enter name, accept the name. And after accepting, now you have to calculate the length. For calculating the length, I wrote a small subprogram. It's a function. We call it as a function subroutine. In that function, I am putting this logic. That's what I am trying to explain here. So you are passing the name. And now I know the name. Name is there in this variable. And I declared two variables also, current position and length, total length of the string. So both are, I'm starting with zeros. So I will tell, get me the first character. What I'm doing is get me the character from the name. Okay, this is what is the meaning. You can write in English words also, but I'm just writing in a programmatic way. So you'll write one function, you'll tell, give me the character from the name at this position. What is the position? It is 0 position. You're telling this is the name, right? In my name, give me the first character from 0th position. It will give me yes.
So we can use this common language in the flow chart, right? Like
Yes,
what
yes.
you just told. Okay.
Correct. So what are the functions available? You learn when you learn the language, because language gives you a lot of ready-made functions. Okay, you will figure it out. Oh, this function is already there. Why did I write all this logic? There is already one ready-made function. It is like you're doing some cooking. You have to make butter chicken. Will you prefer opening a packet, pour all the ready-made packet, stir, and your chicken is ready? You like that? Or you want to be, no, I don't want to use ready-made. I want to prepare my own masala. I will take coriander, this, salt, pepper. I'll make my own chicken masala. So this is what we are doing. We are preparing our own chicken masala here. But Java is giving all this ready-made. But I know as a programmer, you have to learn this. That is when you become a programmer. If you are learning Java directly and starting to use ready-made things, you are kind of an integrator, or you're kind of not a you call yourself as a coder. So nowadays that is what, but learn these things. So you'll appreciate what is behind the scenes, because end of the day in Java also all the packages are written by other developers. They have seen this is all, everybody is doing this. Let me put it in a standard package and keep it ready-made. Everybody can reuse. That is what they have done. But sometimes you will have a unique requirement. Ready-made functions may not work. Maybe you are a BP patient or a sugar patient. Ready-made masala you will not like. So you'll have to probably prepare your own thing, right? So you'll have to learn this as a programmer. Okay, let me continue. Enough of all the examples. So we are telling, give me the character from your name, from the whatever position I tell, that position it has to give me the character. I'm telling 0th position, give me the character. So what will be the character? It will return yes. So I'll get yes here first. In the first iteration, I get yes. And then I'm checking whether the character is do this while it is not a new line. I'm telling, is this a new line? No, it is not a new line. So keep rotating. So we can tell while it is, I should tell while it is equal to \n, not equal to, yeah, sorry. So you understood the idea, right? I'm telling this character, this is yes is there in this. What character is there? Yes is there. I extracted yes from the name. First character I extracted. I'm telling, is it equal to n? If it is equal to \n is end of the line, end of the input.
Go to new line.
Okay. So until it is not \n, keep on going in a loop. That's what I'm telling. So I'm telling, first I got yes. Yes, yes is not a \n. So enter inside. And I'm incrementing the length because I know I did not hit \n. It will increment by 1. Length is, initially it was 0 here. I'm making it 0 plus 1. It will be 1 here. Length. Then I'm telling my current position also I'm incrementing, because current position I used 0 as my current position to get the first character. Next I want to get the second character, right? So I'm just incrementing the current position. So I'm telling position plus 1. So it becomes 1. So then I will tell same thing. I'll tell get the character, the same operation what I did, I do here also. Get the character from the new position. The new position is 1. 1 is the new position. You're getting it? Is 0 plus 1. This again 0 plus 1. That is what I am doing here. So this will be first position. So get me the character from first position, which is Sudha. You'll get U. So I'm telling, go back and check. Loop, right? This is a loop between begin and end. This is a loop that I have created. While works like that, okay? While loop. It will keep on rotating until this condition fails. Okay, so I got U, and again I went back. I'm checking whether this character what I extracted, U is the character. Is it equal to \n? No, it's not equal to \n. So I'm telling, yeah, it's not equal to
What is this
Continue.
\n? What is the back?
That is end of the sentence, end of the line. \n means.
It's a new line. No, come to new line.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new line. For your
Okay.
input, you are also telling, go till the end. Or you can tell.
Oh, so
the
that
length.
means you have to go till the end. You're giving the input.
Yeah.
Okay.
\n is for end of line, as Ruby
Okay.
told. But we are
No.
just using here to represent.
What I'm telling, not end of line. It comes to new line. /n is for new line. It's come.
You are telling, is it equal to or not equal to? That is what you are checking.
Yeah. It's
This
not equal,
character,
and it come to new line. Then it's repeating the loop.
No, Ruby, it's not new line. It's next character.
Yeah, God, no, that is not what I'm telling. No, yeah, next character in the sense what I have written, it should be in like it goes to next line. If it is character.
When you, yeah. So when you print this, when you write this, you're telling put a new line at the end. But I am telling read this character and find out what it is. So at the end, I am assuming there is a new line here.
Yeah, got to know. Yes.
So we are just reading here. We are not writing. When you write, you get a new line. Okay, we are just reading here. So, okay, we'll assume it's a end of the line. I want to end of this line. I want to navigate from beginning till end. So next is you got U, and you are checking whether it is end. Did I reach the end? No, I did not reach. So again, it will come inside. So this time it will become, what is the value in length? Length is already 1. So it will become 1 plus 1. It will become 2 here. Position also I'm incrementing 1 by 1, 1 plus 1. See, this was the old number, beginning number. Then I added 1. I'm adding 1. So it became 1 here. This value will be 1. This will also be 1. Second time when I come, it is already 1. So it will be 1 plus 1. That is what it will be. It will be. So from second position, I'm telling, get me the character. Give me the character from the name. From which position? From second position. And second position for you is 0, 1, 2. You'll get D here. Strings will always start from 0, 0, 1, 2. This is the character. S, U, D. You have got D. Same way you are looping. D, H you will get. A you will get. Space you will get. S you will get. U you will get. N you will get. I you will get. L. You will keep navigating till this point. When you go through the loop. So these numbers also, what you are doing, length, you are keep on incrementing. Here it will become 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1. You keep on adding.
6 plus 1, yes.
End of that loop, what happens, we'll see. 9 plus 1. So this is 10 here, exactly. Last character, what I get here is, at the 10th position, I'm going to get backslash n. I'm assuming there's going to be a end of line here. That's what I'm assuming. Or I can just tell until it is end of the string. I can find that way also. End of line, this backslash n is the end of line basically. We can also tell, is it end of the string? That also I can do. So when I go to the last iteration here, on 10th position, I get end of the string or backslash n, one of that I'm going to get. And you will check, yeah, is this, my string is backslash n? It will tell, yes, it is backslash n. So it will not enter inside. It will just come outside. It will end this loop. It will come out. Because this condition will not satisfy. It is backslash n. I am telling if it is not backslash n, keep on going inside. But because I hit backslash n, it will tell, yeah, I found the backslash n. This condition is failing. I will not enter. I will go outside. This is like
so
if
you don't put that backslash n, then it will be like going, right?
It will keep on going. What will happen?
Keep
That's a good
on
question.
going.
But what will happen? See, you are trying to read from the string. Your string has only this much data, but you keep on reading it. What happens is it will start reading from the other memory. You will start getting junk values, garbled values. In computer, in your memory, there will be a lot of unwanted, a lot of other memory. It will read from some other location.
So means that this, it's important that we have to put this.
Yes,
Slash
always
n.
backslash n or end of the string you should
End of the
calculate.
string. Okay.
So end of this, you will get the length. Length will be, what is the number here? It will be 10, 9 plus 1, right? Yeah, it is 9 plus 1, 10. So it would have hit 10. So here it will print, your total length will be 10. See whether it is correct here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, right? Basically, we started with 0. It is 11. If you see carefully, it is 11 characters. But because we started with 0th position, that is why it is 0 to 10. It is 11 characters you are getting. So you
It
can
is still
also
0 to 9 only.
maybe, yeah, just check. Maybe I would have one.
You have the space also you have counted, I think so. Like
Yeah,
4
yeah,
plus.
that's also a character. Space is also one character. Okay.
Okay.
So I think this
Then
is correct on
11.
it is
Yeah, it's
11.
correct because if you count the space, then 11 characters are there in that.
See, yes is our first character, right? So this is a 0th position. So
Zero,
we left
yes.
one number. So always do +1 and display it, because I started counter from 0, but I can start the counter from 1 also. See, computers always starts with 0, the string, right? String position. Arrays start with 0, 1, 2, 3. But for a human being, we start 1, 2, 3 positions. Computer is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it is length +1 is what we can display here. So what I was saying is, once you know the length, you can simply tell from 0 till length, 0 till 10, keep revolving, rotating. You can write one more function, reusable function. This time you can call this as find oval total. So same logic, keep rotating, revolving, or iterating. We tell iterations, keep iterating, same logic. But here what you can tell is this character, if current character equal to oval 1, you remember we declared oval 1, or current character equal to oval 2, or like this, oval 3, oval 4, oval 5 equal to oval 5. If it is any of these ovals, right?
Or can we
I
write
think
like this, like character oval 1 to character oval 5? Can we write like this?
see, it can check one thing at a time. Okay. So in the if condition, we told it is a true or false thing, right? If we are telling character equal to oval 1, if we tell true means it will go inside. Okay. If it is false means there is a if and else conditions.
Yes.
Generally we write like this, so it's easy to read. If this condition is true, it will do this much portion, begin and end, till this whatever instruction you write here, it will apply, it will run this much instructions. If this condition is not true, if it is false, it will go to else. Else again you write your own logic.
Else,
Okay.
else you have to go to next. Check next.
Yeah. See, it is just telling, are you a male? If you tell yes, I'm male, it will do this much. Hey, he is a male student. You will print some message like that. But if you are not male, you can check, oh, I can know it's a default is female. So you can do like this. Hey, she is a female student. You can print like that. Okay. But there is another flavor of this. Okay. You can also tell if he is, if and else, if there are multiple conditions. Okay. If it is true, do these things. Else, you can again join one more if here. Nowadays there are a lot of things, but I will not give that example. We'll take some other example. Male, female is not a good example. So if city, we'll take, if city equal to Bangalore, you want to print hello Bangalore. This is the message you want to print. If it is anything else apart from this, you want to tell hello world. Suppose this is what you want to print. You will tell, hey, enter the city, which city you belong to. Enter your city. And you'll tell hello, welcome to Bangalore. If he's entering any other city, right, you want to tell, hey, hello, welcome to rest of the world.
Okay.
You get the idea, right? But if your requirement changes, you tell, hey, if it is an Indian city, tell him, hey, welcome to Bangalore, welcome to Chennai, welcome to Delhi.
Yeah.
If it is anything else, then you tell, hey, welcome to rest of the world. So in that case, you can join if else. So what I'm saying is you can make this little bit. There are logical operators. We spoke about arithmetic operators, right? Plus, minus, division, multiply. Those are all arithmetic operators. Same way, you have logical operators. What are logical operator? You can tell if he is if his age is less than 35 and age is greater than 5 years or greater than 10 years. We want to call him as a adult student. If his age is greater than 1 year, okay, if his age is, let me give this example. You can use and or to combine 2-3 conditions. Okay, that's what we are doing here. I think it is hanging. Let me use. You get the idea?
Yes, sir.
See, suppose my requirement is if age is from 0 to 10 years, right? You want to call him as a maybe 0 to 5 or 0 to 3. He's an infant. This is the category. Okay. If age is 4 to 10, he's a kid. You want to call him as a kid. 11 to 18, maybe he's a adolescence. What do you call it? He's a, what do you tell? Teenager. New terminology. Okay. Medical term is adolescent. Okay, 19 to whatever, 35 is a middle-aged person. Suppose you are doing like this, right? What you are checking two things here. You are not just checking if age is greater than 0, greater than 0. But also you are checking and age is less than 3 years. You see how I used and operator to join two conditions. This is one condition, this is second condition.
Okay.
So there are and or not equal to, those kind of operators are there. Those are called logical operators. You can keep joining them. When everything matches, then only this will be true. We write like this. This body of this if will calculate. Whatever you write here, it will only execute when both are qualifying. Okay. Or in another example, you can tell if city equal to Bangalore or city equal to Chennai. I used or operator here. So then I want to tell, we want to tell display welcome to India. This is Indian city. You want to print like this. Here you want to tell display this is a infant. Both should qualify. Here one of them should qualify. That is why it is a or operator. So you can join conditions like this. So that is what I'm using the technique here. Where is my, I think it crashed maybe. Yeah, looks like it crashed. We'll not worry about that. But you got the idea, right? How I am looping. While looping only, you can check the characters. If character is first character vowel 1 or it is or it is vowel 2 or it is vowel 3, I will tell my vowel count is incrementing. end of the loop, you know the total count, total number of vowels. So I think this is a good example. You learned loops also, conditions also, operators, logical operators you saw. There are if else. There are different flavors, okay, but basic is if, while is a loop. Using if only you can write a loop actually. But some languages it gives a while because it's easier for a developer. So there are for loops, do while loops. I told you 3 types of loops. But for your algorithm for flowchart, you stick with very basic. See, this you can do it in 2 ifs. If age equal to 0, it is true, right? So you can write it in 2 ways here. And just when you get a AND operator, it simplifies things. The same thing, assume you're not aware of AND, this logical operator to combine 2 conditions. Suppose you don't know about that. What you will do? You will tell, first you will check whether age is greater than 0. It will tell, yes, it is true. Age is greater than 0. Then what you will check is if age is less than 5. Yeah, this is also true. Then you will tell display, welcome to Bangalore, welcome to Indian city. You see the difference here? This and this, it will give the same result. Because you don't know the AND operator, you are checking 2 conditions. If both satisfy, then you want to display this message. You are using an AND operator. This is one condition and second condition, both is true, then go inside.
Yes,
But
sir.
here, I don't know the AND operator. So what I am doing is, if age is greater than 0, I know, yeah, this is, yes, it is greater than 0, go inside. Then you are checking, hey, is the age less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5. Maybe the number they gave is 3 years. Both are true. Then you display this message. These both are equal. They both are same.
Yes, sir.
So you will practice this. When you get language, you will practice. For now, see, that is where when you go a little bit more detailed, you will start breaking it into small, small things. And you have to write very small steps for the computer to exactly do this operation. If you make one mistake, you will not know, computer cannot understand. It will do whatever you instruct. If you don't tell very detailed steps, it cannot understand. It will not do proper calculations. So for high level, right, learn at this stage, at this level. And as you start building that detailed logic, how we loop through a string, how we found length, how we found the characters. So all that you will start learning when you write detailed programs.
Okay,
But
sir.
I think this is a good starting point for you guys. So I'll give you a few examples, very simple ones. Do practice and send me the results. Tomorrow we'll see if possible, we'll take the class. Otherwise, I think so far, if you practice, you'll be comfortable starting with a language. See, whatever I'm showing here, this is more or less, this is a language only. Whatever I'm showing here, right, this is all computer language only. But you can see how we are transitioning slowly from flowchart into English language, English into little bit of expression, mathematic kind of representation. Slowly you'll start learning functions, operators, what computer languages use. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Let me see the time. We have overrun again by 30 minutes today. But this exercise, hope it is helpful for everyone.
It was.
Practice, yeah, go through all my previous sessions. Maybe tomorrow we can take another example and we can try. The thing is, you spend this 1 hour, right? You have to write it down, run through steps, write values yourself on a paper. First loop when I go, what will be the value? On the right side, you keep a rough note. and keep on writing the values, how it keeps on changing. And you have to think like a computer, and step by step you have to go and go through the loop and keep updating the value in this, keep updating value and see first loop what happens, second loop out, end till that whole input. Then only you'll see the end result, and you'll also understand where you're going wrong. If you don't practice this, you don't run through the inputs. Every step you have to, in your mind, you have to calculate. After writing a program, calculate in your mind. First step, what happens? Second step, what happens? Third step, what happens? When I come back in the loop, what has happened to my previous values? Write it down like a math problem. When you solve, you use the rough work on the right side. So same way, keep all the variables, keep the values on the right side in a rough paper. Keep noting down. Go through step by step, step by step. Don't mix complex steps. Right to the granular level. Then you will know how the program is going to execute and where the problem is, where your logic is going wrong.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'll give you some examples. Once you practice, you'll get up to the speed. Any questions? I can take any questions if you have. We'll spend 2 minutes and we can call it a day. No questions? Sudha, you practice that. You wanted to try. So I'll give you some examples. You practice. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Sorry, send me a note and we can discuss. So tomorrow you want to have classes? If people are available?
I don't mind.
Actually, tomorrow is Saturday morning, right? So I don't think so. You can take a class. Friday night.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe we can connect on Monday. I'll give you this exercise. So spend your time in working through them. I'll give you maybe 5 to 10 different examples.
Okay, sir.
Try them out. Maybe we'll discuss on Monday. Spend 2 days in solving them. And we can review your answers. It's all about practice now. So you have the basic concepts now. The more you practice, you'll get more questions. Then we'll talk about how to tackle those challenges. Okay, then I
Okay,
think
sir.
we'll end the class today. Yeah.
So you give us the example. WhatsApp.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can send me on WhatsApp.
Sure.
Okay, thank you all. Have a good day.
Okay.